Hey guys, week 2, training for chili pepper. Here we go. Hey guys, so it's week 2, getting ready for chili pepper here. We got about 9 weeks to go or something like that. And last week went pretty well. We got a total of 41 and some change miles in. We got 2 swims in, almost a mile of swimming total. Again, didn't get a lift, so I need to kind of go back to the drawing board. I think kind of looking at the weekly schedule to see how I can actually fit the lifting in, even if it's just doing body weight stuff when I get home after a run on an easy day, maybe. Instead of trying to be like, yeah, I'm going to dedicate lifting time, going to the gym. There's a couple days I can do that, but it sometimes it conflicts with work and other stuff. I don't necessarily always have the right time chunk at the right time of day to go do it. So I'll get back with you next week about that one. But this week was pretty good. We got a total of 41.4 miles in. We got 2 swims in. Almost a mile total of swimming. Just easy swims on recovery days, not pushing it. So yeah, we did 2 key workouts. We did our long run on Monday, and we put some threshold repeats in there, kind of push that lactate threshold up a little bit. One of the most important things you can be doing as an endurance runner. And then also did the speed work that we've been doing on Wednesdays. So let's take a look at the training week. Looking at the overall week last week, you can kind of see kind of how the mileage broke up. And obviously, there's a couple days here where it kind of got broken up a little bit. This one isn't as broken up as it looks. But so we did our long run on Monday. Just an easy recovery workout. And my left foot was a little sore. I'm like kind of on the outside of my foot, on the outside of the arch. I did do this run in my ultras. So they were 0 drops. They were the Escalantes. So they're not super supportive. So my foot was a little sore. I think it's just from my arch and my foot having to work to stabilize itself a little bit, and that run had some downhill running. We also swam that afternoon while my daughter was in swim lessons. I got in a quick 15-minute swim, so I think I got about like 900 meters in or something like that, maybe 750. And then Wednesday morning we had our 5 a.m. speed work, which was a pretty brutal workout. 10K total volume if you include the recovery distance, which a lot of times is walking, not running. But either way, it's still a really good workout. We did a warm-up, a couple striders, 3 400s, 3 600s, and then a hard 400 again this week. Thursday, we hit another recovery day in the morning, and I actually felt pretty good. I did it on the grass, the loop, so soft. And then that afternoon, I dropped by the Blood, Sweat, and Beers run for just an easy 2.5, 3 miles with half-price beer at Utility afterwards, which kind of fit the bill. It was fun. I got to run with some folks, just doing an easy run, which I don't normally get to do. And then we also got to hang out and drink beer and eat pizza afterwards, so it was good. Big shout out to Utility Brewing. They make great beer and great pizza. It was hot though. Not as bad as I thought, because I kept my shirt on. But Friday we took as a rest day. I was feeling a little beat up, a little tired, and I had a bunch of stuff going on around the house, and so I just took the opportunity to take a rest day because it had been a week and a half straight. So I was like, I'm going to take today as a rest day. Make sure, especially given my foot was a little sore earlier in the week, let my body kind of recoup a little bit. Saturday morning it was all coaching miles, really. Got to run with a couple of folks. We weren't moving super fast on the trails, but running with a couple of folks, some of the folks from the local high school team and their coach, and a couple of guys from the local running crew, including one of the guys who comes to the Wednesday morning speed work. So we're just running. I did roll my ankle though, about mile 2 or something like that. I just wasn't paying attention. So that left ankle was pretty stiff afterwards. And then one of the guys I was running with got a little overheated and had a blood sugar crash, I think, towards the end. And he turned white as a ghost. So we, called it on the run and started walking back towards where the cars were, maybe half mile away around the lake. And after a couple minutes and swig of some tailwind, he was feeling a little better. So we finished up. We jogged back, and then I got another little more than a little under a mile and a half after that. So I got a grand total of almost 6.5 miles in on Saturday while at work. And then Sunday, we got the just some easy miles. I had a cup of coffee before I left, but I didn't eat anything. And the same thing true for Saturday. Saturday and Sunday, I took Tailwind with me, but I didn't eat anything prior to going. Just some coffee. But it was just easy miles. That left arch was sore from rolling the ankle. Different place of sore than where it was sore from the long run with the downhill running. This is more like in the actual arch. This is on the outside of my foot. So I think they're two unrelated things. But yeah, it felt good. Just nice, easy pace. Ran up to the Greenway and back. Got to spend some time in the shade. Then spent a couple more hours painting the house afterwards. So all in all, it was a good week. So here you can see the long run. Like the average pace obviously wasn't blisteringly fast. But we did an easy 30 minutes. And then we kind of put the hammer down for 5 minutes twice with 1 easy minute in between them. And then I just finished up the 10 miles with easy running. Or supposed to be easy running. But it was cool and cloudy. It was really humid because we had the hurricane come through. But if you see here, we got our half hour in, and then we did our 2 5-minute bursts here and here with a minute and a half easy in between them. But you can see my heart rate got up a little too high for threshold work, I think. Well, maybe not. It was about in the right zone, I guess. Getting up to about 175-ish. So it's not super high. But given how humid it was just really hard to breathe. I could tell my core temperature was up. And, when I got done with it, it took a while for my heart rate to go back down. And you could see my pace dropped dramatically. Instead of going like, 7:30 pace or something like that, like I normally would on an easy run, I was, fighting 8-minute pace towards the end. Granted, I think I just had water. I don't think I took Tailwind with me. So you can see here my turnover rate, the threshold bits went up to about 165. Again, not crazy. But heading out 80, it's kind of a nice road up here. There's a fairly decent shoulder. It's nice and wide, not a ton of traffic. And so, but my turnover rate was just really low for the most part, for most of the run. And towards the end, I guess I got up about 160, but that's still pretty low, even for me. Spending a lot of time in the 150s. But overall, it was good work. It was a good workout. I kind of got what I was looking for out of it. Kind of dabbling my toe in that threshold work, and then going from there, we'll use that to kind of inform what we got going on going forward. So the 5 a.m. speed work, it was pretty good. We had it was really humid out for the Wednesday morning speed work this week. But we got a 1.5 mile easy warm up, a couple striders, and then we busted some quick easy 400s. We weren't trying to push real hard. And we hit those in 77, 74, and 70. And we were taking about 2.5 to 3 minutes rest in between them. It's a little more rest than you typically have for something like that. But given how humid it was, even though it was before dawn, we're still being conscious of keeping our core temperature down, so we're not getting into danger zone. And then after we finished the 400s, we did 3 600s. Which we hit in 152, 148, 148. So they were pretty consistent. I was pretty happy with those splits for everything. And but we were taking a little more rest on those. We were taking almost 4 minutes of rest between those. Partly, I think, because we were getting a little more strung out, just because it's longer distance. And so by the time, our fourth runner was coming through, those of us in the front, we kind of walked a little bit and doubled back, and then we did our 200-meter recovery walk. And then we finished up this week again with another hard 400, which I hit in 65. But I went out way too fast doing it. It was super fast. You can see here, like, right when I get to about the 200-meter mark, the pace drops just a little bit. It doesn't look like a lot on here, but at that 200-meter mark, maybe 210 meters, acidosis set in, hit me hard, and so I was on the struggle bus for the last 200 meters. And so you can see where my cadence, my turnover rate, started off super high, 212, really high for me. Probably had a little too much rest before it probably is what precipitated that. But then we still finished, roughly 200 steps per minute, which is where we were last week with that last one. So, but overall, the stride counts are about right. The heart rate, definitely got up. I'm pretty sure that's a heart error on the watch. Same deal here. But the heart rate was definitely up on a lot of these. They didn't feel quite that hard for these ones. I don't know why those two show a spike. I don't know if that's an issue with my watch or what. But overall, I was pretty happy with the workout. We're definitely sucking wind when we got done with it, but it was good. It was a good run. Got our chili pepper mug. Got to keep in mind what we're training for. So overall, I think it was a pretty good week. We got in a decent amount of volume. We're feeling good. I think this summer's easy miles are starting to pay off. I noticed Sunday morning, after I got done drinking my cup of coffee, my heart rate was right around 42, 43 beats per minute, which is a little bit lower than it's been in a while. So I think those cardiovascular adaptations are starting to set in a little bit, and we're kind of getting back to our endurance roots, getting fit, and finally recovered from Boston. So a little bit of speed work, good for cleaning up the mechanics, getting the volume bumping up so the heart rate's coming down. Miles matter. So overall, it was a good week. I'm not feeling too beat up, but this week is going to be a little bit different just because of family life. My wife's leaving Wednesday after the 5 a.m. workout thing, thankfully, so I can still go to that. But because the schedule is getting shifted around a little bit because my wife's leaving town, so I'm going to be hanging out at home with the 6-year-old. I obviously can't go for a run 5 o'clock in the morning. And unfortunately, I managed to crack the deck on my treadmill, so I can't just run at home whenever I want. I have to either go to the gym or go outside. So barring doing super early morning runs that are quarter-mile loops on the street outside my house, which doesn't sound appealing, I'll probably end up shifting my training schedule around this week a little bit. We also got, we don't want to let it drop too much this week, though, in terms of volume, because next week we'll be going on a long car ride. We're going to be going up to New Hampshire, and it's going to take us 3 days to drive there, 3 days to drive back when we get done. So for those 6 days, I know I'm not going to be running my normal schedule because I'm not going to be at home doing the normal thing. So it'll be a good example of how to adapt your training schedule on the fly. But this week, shift stuff around. We're feeling good. Heart rate's coming down. We're feeling more fit. I can tell I'm getting a little leaner. Getting just a little faster, a little more fit despite the summer heat and humidity. So yeah, all things are showing a green light, despite the little bit of a niggle we had in the left foot last week. So yeah, I think this week's going to be good. So until next time, train smart.